Drake and Justin Bieber in the same conversation is always going to turn heads, but what's got the internet on fire isn't just their star power. It's what's being said around them, and who's saying it. While Drake continues to face growing tension in the rap world, and Justin Bieber keeps a low profile, Joe Budden jumped out of nowhere to blast viral rap sensation Sexy Red, calling her the face of everything wrong with modern hip-hop. If that wasn't enough chaos, Ralo, who just came home after serving serious prison time, found himself under fire for being seen around a known snitch, none other than YSL Woody. And his explanation? It's got fans scratching their heads. Let's start with the Drake and Justin Bieber wave that's swirling online. Drake, already caught up in a brewing lyrical Cold War with Kendrick Lamar and others, is now being name-dropped in conversations about what's real and what's not in today's music game. The difference this time, his name is being brought up alongside Justin Bieber, someone who hasn't dropped a full album in years, but somehow finds himself back in rap culture conversations. Fans started speculating whether the two are working on something. But deeper than that, there's a growing conversation about how their influence may have helped shape a softer, more commercial version of hip-hop over the years. And that's where Joe Budden enters with no filter. Joe Budden, always the hip-hop purist, recently let off a verbal assault on Sexy Red. The breakout star, known for her explicit lyrics, twerking, and raw personality, has been a viral machine. Her songs blow up on TikTok. She's getting booked for every festival, and her fan base keeps growing. But to Joe, she represents a problem. Sexy Red is the symptom of a culture that stopped caring about talent. Budden said on his podcast, "We're rewarding shock value instead of skill. She not even trying to rap no more. She just making content for social media." Joe didn't hold back. He compared her rise to the fall of hip-hop standards, saying the industry now rewards clown behavior over real bars. Of course, the internet split in half. Some agreed with him, saying the genre's been watered down by gimmicks and social media antics. Others accused him of being an old head stuck in the past, unable to understand that the game has changed. One thing's for sure, though. Joe touched a nerve. Even fans of Sexy Red had to admit she's more of a character than a lyricist. But does that mean she doesn't belong in hip-hop? While that storm brewed, Ralo stepped right into the next one. Fresh out of prison, the Atlanta rapper was supposed to be enjoying his welcome home season. But when footage popped up of him hanging around YSL Woody, a known government informant tied to the YSL RICO case, people started asking questions. In the streets, there's no gray area. Snitching is snitching. And hanging around one? That's seen as a violation of the highest order. Ralo, who built his entire image around loyalty, street codes, and staying solid, tried to do damage control. He went live, addressing the backlash, saying it wasn't what it looked like. According to Ralo, he didn't know Woody was going to be there, and once he found out, he kept his distance. "I ain't ever condoned no ratting," he said. "I stand on what I stand on. If I had known he was pulling up, I wouldn't have been there." That's facts. But not everyone bought the explanation. People in the streets say you don't get caught slipping like that unless you're slipping for real. Some even accused Ralo of trying to play both sides, keeping one foot in the streets and the other in the industry, where rules are a little more flexible. The backlash got intense. Memes popped up, IG comments flooded with rat emojis, and fellow rappers began subtly distancing themselves. The issue isn't just about one rapper and one snitch. It's about the growing confusion between the rules of the streets and the rules of the internet. Hip-hop used to be built on codes, loyalty, respect, realness. But in 2025, those lines are blurry. Rappers collab with known informants and still get love. Street rappers do federal interviews and don't get canceled. The fans are watching it all play out like a reality show. That's exactly what Joe Budden has been screaming about. From his point of view, hip-hop has turned into a circus. People are more concerned with going viral than going platinum. Everyone wants a moment instead of a legacy. Sexy Red isn't the problem, in his mind. She's just a product of a broken system. A system where controversy is more valuable than bars, and real street credibility is replaced by social media clout. The fact that Drake and Justin Bieber keep getting brought into these conversations shows how much the industry has shifted. Drake used to be the blueprint for success. Bieber was the pop world's golden child. But now, both are being used as examples of how far hip-hop has moved away from its roots. People are asking, did their style open the door for this new wave of rap, where image and vibes come before lyrics and substance? Drake, for his part, hasn't responded to any of the speculation. He's known for staying quiet until he's ready to strike with a record. But the pressure is mounting. The Kendrick Lamar situation hasn't gone away. Fans are waiting to see if Drake will respond with a diss track or keep playing it safe. And now, with his name being tied into broader debates about the state of hip-hop, he's in a position where silence might not be enough. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber is just watching all of this unfold, probably sipping a smoothie in Calabasas. But even he knows his name in hip-hop comes with baggage. From working with Lil Twist and Khalil to being pulled into controversies about appropriating black culture, Bieber's always had one foot in the rap world. Now, the culture is starting to reevaluate what that actually meant and what it means today. The Sexy Red moment, the Ralo controversy, the ongoing Drake drama. These aren't just random headlines. They're all part of a bigger conversation. The lines between real and fake, street and industry, legend and meme, they're all getting harder to tell apart. And the people who built hip-hop are starting to ask, where is this all going? There's a war happening between the old school and the new school. One side wants bars, storytelling, and authenticity. The other side wants viral moments, trends, and fast money. The problem is, both sides are right in their own way. The industry is changing. Fans consume music differently now. But at what cost? Joe Budden may sound bitter sometimes, but his message cuts through. He's tired of seeing the culture he loves turned into a joke. He's tired of watching people with no love for hip-hop get rich off it while the real ones get ignored. And whether you agree with him or not, you have to admit, he's not the only one feeling that way. Ralo, on the other hand, is stuck trying to balance two different worlds. The street rules say one thing. The industry rules say another. And the internet? It doesn't care about rules at all. It just wants drama and clicks and chaos. That's the world we're living in now. Sexy Red, whether you like her or not, is winning in that world. She's mastered the formula. Her music might not be groundbreaking, but she's getting attention. And in 2025, attention is the new currency. Still, all these headlines leave fans with one big question: what happens next?